second quarter from the Western Oval. Munger and Purser. Williams had a touch at it but couldn't get clear. Neither can Purser. Fires out the hand pass to Hawkins. Hawkins up towards half forward for Footscray. Crow out to Petraglia. Grabbed and then he breaks clear again. Back to Hawkins. Hawkins' kick is short down towards half forward and the mark is taken by Murphy in front of McLean. And he'll probably get a 15-metre penalty for that. To right half-back flank. Murphy. Long ball. Up and over the half forward, the centre wing position. The ball knocked out of the hands of Brants. Williams dives on top of him. The one in the back feet, for which he'll take the free kick. And I would imagine get a 15-metre penalty just about. Murray Ranch from the left half-back flank. Goes inside, down towards Wallace. Crow knocks the ball down towards Neagle. Ian Roberts in front of McGuinness. Roberts has kicked to centre wing, trying to find Carroll. Mitchell. Morwood, haven't seen much of him.
Well, that's his first touch for the match so far, Pete. He didn't have a possession in the first quarter.
4 goals to 1-3. The Swans' only goal was socked off the ground by Mitchell. 1 is Purser, 7 is Carroll. Chance for Williams, comes out to Morwood, gets the ball out wide again. Healy. Healy's kick at goal is dropping a little bit short. Kennedy and Kappa. The ball socket through for a point. I was looking to see if the umpire played a free kick. He didn't, so the point is allowed. So 1-4 to 4 goals. Kennedy towards the outer side. Holden had it and then lost it. Picked up by Phil Lehman. The hand passes over Hawkins. He'll turn out to Royal. Royal from right centre wing. Tui running with him. Nagel behind him. He's gone over the top of both of those players, trying to find Steve McPherson. Good tackle by Stevie Wright. Onto Hawkins again, getting on top of Nagel. Hawkins' kick, not a well-directed one. The mark taken by Browning.
Good safe mark by Browning down there in defence. Footscray still looking pretty good. They're fighting at 15-metre penalty. This brings him up to the 50-metre defence line for the Swans. The ball back towards the centre of the ground. Ironmark tried to grab that, but Purser's on top of him. He was grabbed well by Hawke, picked up by Carroll. He's grabbed too. Had to go for the hand pass. Back to Jeff. Scoops it out the back. Good play and a good hand pass out there to McLean. Back it goes to Gallup. Well, they're playing with a lot more confidence in the Sydney Swans at this particular stage of the game. Staying at the back was McPherson over to Mayland. A hand pass coming over to Petraglia. Back there to McGuinness. This could be a goal, but he's off target. He's put it out of bounds. Well, they had a big chance to keep their straight record intact there because they've had 4 shots for goal and 4 goals on the board. 24 points, the Sydney Swans. Footscray, I mean. But the Sydney Swans, 1 goal for 10 points. All back into play and a good mark to Browning. Not doing a bad job there in defence. He needs a few more mates. So Browning's kick is back out there towards the wing position. Coming in as Hawke. Good mark. Quickly plays on. Looking down there for Edmund in front. Punched out that time by Cullen. He's had him pretty well guarded. And the ball is out of bounds about 65 metres around from the Sydney Swans goal. 3.5 minutes gone of the second quarter. 24 plays 10 in favour of Footscray. Picked up by Purser, dominating the ruck. He's doing a great job there. It's a good kick back towards the centre of the ground, coming across as Crow tapped it down, but unfortunately Footscray, Holden's in the way. Drives it back, a chance now for Egan. The little back pocket player got it in front of Kappa that time. That was a gutsy mark. Now Egan would strong mark, grabbed around the neck, was a mark and a free kick at a 15-metre penalty. This brings him just about up to the 50-metre mark on their defence line. Ball back towards the centre of the ground again. Once again, no, not once again, but that's Danaher to take the mark. A quick hand pass back to Neagle. Gets around Petraglia. Ball back over the half-forward line, and Egan once again, the 2 number 10s. He's gone for a hand pass out to Hardy, who was the best player on the ground. Had 11 possessions in the first quarter of Wallace. Not far behind him, over to Hawkins. There'll be another one coming to Mail, and that's a long hand pass. It's got to bounce right. It doesn't the first time. Holden's right on his tail. He's got a bit of trouble. The umpire said it'll be dropping the ball against him. They must have been throwing the ball, I should imagine. Couldn't work that free kick unless he scooped it up and threw it out. Just on the 5-minute mark, it's still 24 plays 10 in favour of the Bulldogs.
Hawkins again getting on top of Neagle. Out the Royal at right half forward. Royal long kick could just about be a score. Steve McPherson gets the bounce, puts it through. So McPherson's first goal and Footscray go further ahead. They're looking good, the Bulldogs, 5 straight. The difference is 20 points at Footscray.
That was brilliant play on the part of McPherson that time. He could have easily picked it up. You watch this kick by Royal. Now, McPherson waits for it, anticipates beautifully as it hits the deck. He just tapped it down onto his boot, didn't bother even to pick it up and let it fly. That was real soccer tactics that time. Brilliant play on the part of number 27, Stephen McPherson.
Royal, Beasley, Hawkins, Crow, and now Steve McPherson, the goal kickers for Footscray.
And he can be like a stick of gelignite sometimes. He can go up pretty easily, Pete.
20 points the difference at the Western Oval. 5 3/4 minutes into the second quarter. The Bulldogs doing it well from their Sydney counterparts at the moment. Up towards half forward again. Petraglia gets the hand pass. Steve McPherson once more. Well shepherded by Royal. Goes long up towards full forward. Beasley and Carter knocked away by the latter. Ball socket off the ground. That's just about out of bounds on the full against Browning.
Well, Browning should have picked that up. He had plenty of time to do that. He wouldn't take the chance.
McGuinness to take the free kick. He's opposite number 11. Gets a play on call from the umpire. Carter and Beasley again. Ironmonger tries to get it out to Holden. Succeeds. Healy. Healy's kick back towards centre field. Not a well-directed kick straight into the arms of Rance. McLean, a juggle. McLean left half forward. Off the side of the boot. Royal goes up against Holden, picked up by Browning. He can't get clear. It's going to be a bounce about 25 metres out from goal. Incidentally, I should mention once again, the black armbands worn by the Swans players today are for veteran trainer Jock Bartlett, who died by Footscray players as well. I think a couple might have because they used to play with the Swans. Royal. Close to Beasley. McPherson. Carter. Rushed through, I think.
That's a point, Pete.
Yes, it rushed through. There's some clown throws a can over the field.
That Steve McPherson's pretty far. He's ready to go any tick of the clock.
Anyway, I'll finish what I was saying about Jock Bartlett. Jock was the veteran trainer at the Swans and in fact had been made a life member of the VFL. He died last week after the game at the SCG. There's another fight. It's Tui and Steve McPherson again. Williams to Stevie Wright. Right from half-back flank. Brad Hardy. In front is Carroll, and Carroll takes the mark in front of Max Crow at the 50-metre defence line, but the Swans breaking down badly across their half-forward line as Browning takes
Well,
it.
Carroll started off in attack, but they got him down there in defence where I said he plays his best football. A good, strong centre-half back and attacking when that's where they've got to play. Because they're breaking down there on that half-back line, the Sydney Swans. There's no doubt about that. Scoreboard shows that. 5 straight shots for goal, 30 points. Footscray to the Sydney Swans, 1-4-10. The ball out of bounds, coming back there towards Petraglia and Browning having a great battle. It'll be a free kick to Browning, grabbed on the shoulder, the umpire indicated, and he'll take that free kick out there at half-back. They're playing a bad game for the Swans, and they haven't got many good players as Carroll sends the ball back over their half-forward line. Ball kicked out or grabbed by Rance, using strong tactics there, going in his court. He sockets it off the ground. The ball is out of bounds on the centre wing position. Just on the 9-minute mark of this second quarter. As Pete said before, a pretty good crowd here today, well over the 25,000 mark. So there's no doubt about it, the Sydney Swans, once the ugly ducklings of the league, are now drawing big crowds to football. That's great. And there's a strong mark taken by Tui. Well, actually, Tui, Pete, I thought played a fair game in the first quarter, too, for them.
They didn't have too many good players.
No, they haven't got too many at the moment. Their forward line is breaking down. Chance there, the ball punched out that time by Jepp. Comes back in out of Wallace, a good hand pass to McPherson. Bumble that one, he bounced beautifully off Tui. Back it goes to Wallace looking for Mail, and down goes Browning. They pounce on top of him. It's finally driven away that time by Mitchell. The ball picked up by Purser, doing a great job. Over to Jepp. The ball back there towards the half-forward line. Crow comes in, gets up high, couldn't hold the mark. It beats them all, kicked off the ground. Little bit of luck there by Roberts. Goes straight to the hands of Neagle. Out wide towards the wing position. It's a chance now for Healy to pick this up. He's on his own. He's got a paddock to run, and he goes for a hand pass. Picked up by Williams. Has been pretty quiet today. He's gone backwards. He gives the ball back to Healy. Over to Williams again. They could lose it. There's Hardy coming in. Williams goes for a hand pass again. Not a good one. They're in trouble as McLean gets away from Healy. And that's bad play as we see McPherson get up too high, too early. Picked up by Toohey again. And the Swans go back into attack, and that'll be a free kick just about to Edmund. He doesn't need it. He breaks clear. He's grabbed. He goes after it again. He's got it clear, but there's Egan doing a great job down there in defence. Got the Rovers well covered and takes the mark a little bit short of the 50-metre defence line for the Bulldogs. Got plenty of time to go for a bit of a run. Goes right across the ground. He's looking there for Hawkins. Well played by Neagle. Intercepted that one, but right on his tail is Purser. Umpire called play on Holden. A bad hand pass. They're making a lot of mistakes, the Sydney Swans. The ball back there that time by Malin. Out it goes to Neagle. Grabbed, picked up here now by Hawk. Hawk at half-backs, ready to send them back into attack again.
Now towards full forward. Edmund and Kellett. Kappa comes out with the ball, but the umpire has blown the whistle. Free kick going to the Swans. It will be in the back. The recipient will be Jim Edmund. And a chance for the Swans' second goal. The only other major contributor by the Swans was in the first quarter. It came to Barry Mitchell, which was the result of a kick off the ground. And Edmund should know the goals well on this ground. It's only about 25 metres from goal, kicking to the Geelong road end. Missed it, judging by the crowd reaction. 1 point. So 3 behinds kicked so far by Jim Edmund out of the Swans tally of 1-5, and they trail by 19 points. Rick Kennedy, Footscray skipper, to bring the ball back into play. Knocked away by Neagle from Hawkins, picked up by Cordy, gets it back to Jepp, who fumbles. He's shepherded well by Malin. Around the boundary line he goes once again to Hawkins, covering plenty of territory. Long kick by the Footscray winger. Ian Roberts knocks it away from Royal. Crow and Browning. Good knock by Dennis Carroll to keep Crow away. It's out of bounds again. See once again Doug Hawkins playing on the other side again this quarter. And of course Neagle is stuck with him.
I think he's got one leg short on the other, Pete.
Could happen here because that ground is
lopsided.
slope. Ironmonger. Holden. Hawkins in the road again, out of bounds. Throw in on centre wing. 12 3/4 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Swans hand passing letting him down badly. Not very direct with it, Pete, and very hesitant.
Crow and Ironmonger. Won by Max Crow, picked up by Hawkins again. Neagle can't get clear. The stack up developing on the outer wing once more. And again, the end result is going to be a bounce. The Swans forward work has left a lot to be desired. Footscray's defence, led by Kennedy and Egan, has been excellent.
19 points the difference in favour of Footscray. Malin copped one a bit high. He'll get a free kick for sure. Got it right on the ear. And Malin to take the free kick out there on that wing position. You'll see that. Ball down there towards half forward. A good mark to Neil Cordy. And he'd be about 45 metres out from goal. You see Beasley moving around. Has dropped it short. Danaher has dropped it too short for Rance. Danaher gets a hand pass back. Picked up by Mort. I think this is going to be his first kick if he gets it. He got a hand pass out now. And the ball finally taken away by Mitchell. It's a bad kick and the ball marked here again by Cordy. They're looking very strong, Footscray, playing well on top of the Sydney Swans. He's out there on the centre wing position with Footscray 5 shots for goal, 30 points. To the Sydney Swans, 1 goal, 5-11. Into the quarter by 14 minutes. That's the second quarter. Chance for Beasley. At the back there is Carter. Beasley's got one hand but couldn't take the mark. Picked up by Williams. Over to Browning. A fumble. That was a hot ball. He couldn't get rid of that one. And the umpire will ball it up out there about 60 metres out from the Sydney Swans back line. Or let's say the Footscray goal line. 30 plays 11 in favour of Footscray. 19 points the difference. Knocked out by Purser, dominating the knockouts. Coming back to McLean. Tewey's right on his tail. He's hooked it back. Carter comes in, picks it up pretty well. Drives it back towards that wing position. There's a chance now for the ball to be picked up by Jepp. To Hardy. To Wallace. It's got a bounce right. Doesn't go the first time. Now he's got a chance to pick it up. Into his back that time was Maud. Hawkins with brilliant play. Good play on the part of Neagle. They've had a great battle out there, the two of them, but coming through that time was Rance. Couldn't get through the mud. Over to Malin. Malin tries to snuggle it away that time from Danaher, but the umpire will ball it up at centre field in the middle of the glue pot there. 15 minutes gone. 30 plays 11. The Bulldogs still on top. But let's say this, Pete, that the Swans are playing a little bit more determinedly at the moment. Malin's kick is smothered. And this will be another ball up right at the centre circle.
It's like mud wrist. He's stuck, he can't move.
There's Malin. The ball's pretty well coated too. It looks like a chocolate coated football, doesn't it? Up she goes. Knocked out by Purser to Malin. A hand pass to Hawkins. Tries to get it back to Petragli. Successful back to Malin again. Desperately that time was Browning trying to grab him. Picked up now by Carroll. Carroll goes for the long kick. Rance in front. Couldn't hold the mark. Goes down. Grabbed. Oh, there's a free kick on the shoulder. No, he's going to go ball it up. Thought it might have been a free kick on the shoulder to Wigan, but the umpire said no, there'll be a ball up down towards the half-forward line for the Sydney Swans as we approach the 16-minute mark with the Sydney Swans 1 goal, 5-11, trailing Footscray 5 straight shots for goal, 30 points.
Hawkins to Jep was a bad piece of play. Out it comes to Williams now at left half-forward flank for the Swans. Leading out is Capo. Kennedy might have got on his shoulder, but the umpire says nothing for that. Hardy around to the boundary line. Good safe piece of play. Wright can't gather it in before it's over, and it will be a throw at about 55 metres from goal. Swans in attack, but they've only scored 1 goal so far for the match. Knocked down by Purser, knock on by Danaher. Up to Williams. Can't get it away from Wallace. Rance. Long ball by the former West Australian. Knock on by Tui. Hawke. In plenty of trouble. Finally picked up by Mitchell. Edmund in front, can't take the grab. He's kicked 3 points so far. The former Footscray skipper playing for the Swans up towards half forward or full forward now. Neil Cordy, good safe grab. He's covering plenty of ground. He was on the forward line having a shot at goal previously. Hardy. Wallace. Good tackle by Stevie Wright. In goes Egan. Wright gets it out to Healy. Healy, a good hand pass on to Tony Moore. Tony Moore on to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Moore, and he should shoot from goal for there. His shot at goal is off target, 1 point. So 1-6 the Swans tally now. They can't score goals. 1-6 to 5 goals.
Well, they're blowing this game with bad kicking, Pete.
Footscray have only had 5 effective shots. Well, got 5 goals.
Swans playing a lot better this latter stage of the quarter.
Now taken by Purser. Purser's wobbly punt kick very close to the boundary line. Hawkins has marked it, I think, inside the line. Umpire agrees. Hawkins gets up, getting the better of Neagle now in that duel. 16 possessions to Doug Hawkins so far. That's not a bad effort to this part of the match. Crow goes for the knock-on, picked up by Carroll. Carroll fires out the hand pass, ultimately comes back to Mitchell. Mitchell's kick very close to the boundary line again, still in play. Hawkins went up, good bump, put Stevie right out of business. Hawkins again. He's shaping up as one of the best on the ground. In front is Ironmonger, at the back is Purser. Royal throws it superbly. Gets clear of Browning and Carroll. Up towards half forward, Beasley, McGuinness. Neither can take it. Plenty of Swans defenders pile on top of it, including Tui. And it will be a bounce at centre half forward for Footscray. Well, defences have been well on top. Only 6 goals scored so far. The Swans have only scored 1 of those. And indeed, that was a lucky one off the ground. Knocked down now towards McLean, who takes the grab. Gets on with it quickly, a high ball in towards the full forward zone. 2 Swans players are there. It should have been a mark to Roberts. Yes, he has played it. And Ian Roberts will get the Swans out of danger again.
19 minutes gone of the second quarter. The ball kicked out wide now, and Carroll goes for a short pass. It's successful. Healy with a one back now. Picked up by Tui. Tui's kickers around towards the wing position. Good play on the part of Morwood. Well, he was very quiet for the first quarter and a half. In the last 5 minutes, he's had a couple of touches. Ball drops short. Callett in front, couldn't hold the mark. Danaher playing down there at centre half forward, and the ball is finally forced out of bounds. So it's out of bounds about 75 metres around from the Sydney Swans goal. They're 12 points to Footscray 30. But they can't score a goal. They're finding it very difficult to do that. Right on the boundary line, pushed back by McQueen. Murphy, Hawke. Over it goes now to Mitchell. Drives it long, looking for Capper. He's pretty well covered by Kennedy. Got one hand to it, couldn't hold the mark. Going after it now as Edmund. The ball is forced out of bounds. So So the ball out of bounds about 20 metres around from the Sydney Swans goal. They're 12 points to 30 Footscray. Very hard tussle today. Kappa knocks it out, or was knocked out, picked up that time by Royal. Ball comes back there towards that half forward line. There's Carroll, run to the 50-metre line, a long kick at the goals. It won't make. Oh, there's a mark to Morwood. As I said, he's coming into the game the last 10 minutes. Now he's got a chance, a very good chance to kick a goal here, because he's only about 5 or 6 metres out from goal. It was a strong mark, and that's typical of Moore to take those sort of marks under pressure. And he's got a chance from about 5 metres out to put their second goal on the board. There it is. That's a goal, and a badly needed one. So at the 20-minute mark of this second quarter, the Sydney Swans move to 2 goals, 6-18 to Footscray, 5 straight shots for goal, 30 points.
Goal kickers for the Swans, Mitchell and now Morwood, and for Footscray, Crow, Hawkins, Beasley, Steve McPherson and Royal.
Well, as we said before, Morwood out of the game for a quarter and a half, but the last 5 or 6 minutes he's bounced back again. You can't keep a champ down for too long. Just on the 21.5-minute mark, 12 points the difference in favour of Footscray. Knocked out by Ironmonger. Hurried kick that time by Mayan, and over there to Petraglia, but Browning's kicked it the wrong way down towards the half-forward line. It's the second time he's done that, and the ball will go out of bounds. About 65 seconds.
Carroll for in the back, Luke.
Might be a free kick to Carroll. He got one in the back. So the umpire indicated that he's been a pretty good player today. We don't see this fellow ever play a bad game. He's a great captain and certainly an inspiration to the team.
Well, of course, it was Carroll's kick that did get the ball to Tony Morwood before, after that fine run down the ground. Hold it. Out to Morwood again. Picked up by Williams. Good tackle by Jeff, but Williams sidesteps him okay. Williams' kick is short. Underneath it is Hardy, but Danaher in front takes the grab.
Looking a lot better now, the Swans.
Well, they'd need to. Danaher goes for a short pass. Out in front of goal comes Edmund, but Healy beats him to it. I think he actually intended that for Edmund, but Healy saw it dropping a little bit short, got underneath it, and he's directly in front of goal. The opportunity for his first and the Swans' third goal, which would bring them right back into contention in this game. Probably their most constructive player in the first quarter, Gerard Healy. .45 metres from goal. Off target as it comes back. 1 point. So the Swans still kicking badly for goal. 2-7-19. They trail Footscray by 11 points. The Bulldogs 5 straight 30. Rick Kennedy. Towering punt kick. That's a good 70 metres. Now towards the wing position out of side. Jeff fumbles, and the chances for Neagle. A hand pass comes back from Williams. Ultimately to Royal on centre wing. Royal's kick down towards half forward, looking for McGuinness. Roberts punches the ball clear. That is almost a throw. Picked up by Max Crow. Crow's kick is short. Ian Roberts and McPherson. Roberts fumbles. McPherson right there with him. That's Tui. Tui over to Murphy. Murphy's kick, transferring play up toward the member stand side. Healy again. Mailman late on the scene. Might concede a 15-metre penalty. We'll wait on the umpire for that. By Ian Robinson says no. Healy at right half-back flank. Ball goes wide up towards the wing position. Trying to find Morwood. It rebounds into the arms of Stevie Wright, who's been fairly quiet so far. Wright, a short pass, trying to find Edmund. Gets clear of Kellett. Not a good hand pass. Picked up by Holden. In turn, Hawke. Over to Wright again, 50 metres out. Lovely sidestep to get around Hawkins, and the shot at goal is again off target and through for a point. So the Swans come into the 20s, 2-8 to 5 goals. The difference is 10 points.
Well, they've had plenty of opportunity to score goals, 10 shots to 5, and they're off target. That could cost them the game. A short pass, and it's Hardy again to take their mark down there in the back pocket position.
1-5 they've kicked this quarter.
24.5 minutes gone just about into the second quarter. There's a good mark taken there by Holden. Out there about 65 metres out from goal. Quickly plays on. It'll drop short. Danaher juggles that one, goes after it again. Picked up by Mitchell. Out it goes to Hawke. Coming in as Royal, playing a great game. He's grabbed, but still gets the hand pass long to Purser. Tapped it down beautifully over there to McGuinness. Back to Royal again. Over it goes to Jeff. A long hand pass to Wallace. They got a chance to score now as they go deep into attack. Beasley out. Carter tapped the ball on, but he won't give in. Carter, look at him smothering the ball. Strong play by Carter, and he blocked them going down the ground that time. Full marks to Carter, and the umpire will ball it up about 40 metres out from the Footscray goal. They're in front by 10 points into the time on period by about 10 seconds. Well, the Swans have bounced back, and the Bulldogs not getting everything their own way as they were for the first half of this second quarter. They've come right back to the field. Knocked out by Ironmonger. Petraglia couldn't get it through. Browning knocks it down, but a bit of luck there. Picked up by Murphy. Out wide, and Jeff's got the mark. He's out there on the centre wing position. Could be a 15-metre penalty. It is. Bringing Williams back. And incidentally, he's been pretty quiet today. Pete Wallace well on top of him.
Yes.
There's the kick by Williams up there towards the centre or the full forward position. Crow's claiming the mark. He's playing it.
Good kick too, Crow. He get the distance here.
Well, he's only about, let's see, about 30 metres out from goal on a slight angle.
4 marks to Max Crow.
Just thought that Ironmonger may have punched that one away, but the umpire didn't think so, and let's give the umpire the benefit of the doubt because he's a lot closer than we are. There's the kick by Crow. It's a shocker, and through for a point. So Footscray kicking their first point of the match at the 26-minute mark of this second quarter. 5 goals, 1-31. Footscray to the Sydney Swans, 2 goals, 8-20.
1-5 to 1-1 this quarter.
Ball back into play again. Tapped down that time by McGuinness. A hand pass coming out from Williams. Another one over to Tui. He's played a pretty good game at centre field. Goes for a long kick over the half-forward line. Egan gets a punch away from Wright, but Wright won't give in. Picked up by Danaher over to Hawke. Out wide now to Healy, their best player, running to an open goal. This could go back to Hawke, and you can put down your glasses over that one. That's a goal. So the Sydney Swans really back in business now. 3 goals, 8-26 to Footscray. 5 goals, 1-31.
The Swans' best passage of forward play for the match to date as we watch that in replay. Danaher out to Hawke, out to Healy. As Lou said, and few would argue, their best player, Hawke, takes it. And from 15 metres out directly in front, puts through his first and the Swans' third goal. So finally they crack it. They've kicked 2 goals this quarter, but they've also kicked 5 behinds. Time on being played in the second quarter. The difference is now 5 points in favour of Footscray. In goes Williams. Out comes Neagle. Shoots the hand pass out. It comes to Murphy from Mitchell. Kick dropping short. In fact, past Hawke at halfback. Hardy. Long kick out towards the boundary line. In fact, it's nearly out of the full, but just eludes Steve Wallace as the siren goes to end a rather short second quarter, only 27:45 in duration. And the scoreboard at the main chain shows the Bulldogs 5-1-31, leading the Sydney Swans 3-8-26.